Poplar Works came about from a project looking at underutilised assets in the area. We discovered a street of 100 disused garages on both sides of the A12, and we were looking at ways to make better use of those assets for community benefit. So we've got a range of different businesses here at Poplar Works. Those businesses are recruited and supported by our managing agent, the Trampery. And what's particularly exciting is about 50% of those businesses come from the local area. Some of those businesses are renting a studio for the very first time and are trying out a project or setting up their own business from scratch. And we have some businesses that have come directly out of London College of Fashion.
We have a program called Making for Change. We positively focus on working with women from the local community. We train them with the technical skills and knowledge needed to work within the manufacturing industry. And then once they've completed the training, they can work within the production program. We also have a communities team who work with the local communities. We have one-off workshops. We have a series of workshops. And we've been working with women in prisons on a variety of different skills-based creative fashion projects. So we've got designers here, we've got clients, and we've got trainees.
We are an ethical brand with community focus. We work with brands and individuals to extend the life of the existing products as the most effective way to save natural resources and protect the planet. Our aim is to train local community members to do what we do.
We help fashion brands reduce their environmental impact by developing technology to grow radically more sustainable cotton in a transparent way. We work at the base of the supply chain directly in cotton farming, and it's really good to work with, I guess, the other end of the supply chain, so connecting to young fashion designers as well as the textile developers. That's been a really awesome part of the community.
Working here has been an amazing event for me. It's actually boosted my morale, my confidence, helped my mental well-being, and actually given me more opportunities, more training. I've met beautiful people, lovely people.
So for about 8 years, I wasn't in self-employment. I was just a housewife. I was a mom. I was looking after my children. And then coming here, meeting all these different skills is fantastic for me, because back in the days when I learned to sew, I didn't actually learn it professionally. Ideally, I'd like to be able to, on a professional level, design my own clothes, make my own clothes, and preferably sell my own clothes.
I grew up around here, and there wasn't like a massive amount of different types of food offers. It's sort of restricted to like really fast food. So we see the space and the beauty of it and wanted to grow something locally in a community that we know very well that gets them eating healthier, better things and gives a more diverse range.
The community's involvement in Poplar Works has been really, really important. This part of East London has a really, really strong history and heritage around fashion and fashion manufacturing in particular. So during the research and planning of Poplar Works, we engaged with around 400 local residents. Firstly, we found that there was a need from local residents to access affordable workspace. A number of them were working on projects or had set up businesses in their own front room within the fashion and creative sector, but were looking to take that first step into hiring a space and needed something affordable and local. Secondly, we found a number of local residents keen to build on an existing basic foundation of sewing and making skills, but had not had the opportunity to do so. And then thirdly and finally, we found a number of residents and community sewing groups where, in particular, there'd be women who have really, really high skill sets, but didn't necessarily have the access or the confidence to know how that could take them forward in the industry. And so it was through a partnership with the London College of Fashion and the Trampery that we felt we could create a sustainable project that would address those 3 key challenges.
We're just installing a small exhibition at the Works Cafe at Poplar Works, which showcases a series of projects that we've done with the community over the last couple of years about making coats either for children or for women in the community. And the exhibition invites the community to give us feedback on what they'd like to see in the programme for next year at Poplar.
The GLA have been an invaluable strategic partner for Poplar Works. Firstly, they've provided the investment for the actual building. So the building was half funded by Poplar HARCA and half funded by the GLA. And secondly is the strategic influence that they've had in being able to bring us, a housing association, around the table with the wider fashion and creative industry sector. The GLA regeneration team in particular have been fantastic to work with. They've been a critical friend in a really positive way throughout the lifetime of this project.